Let me explain you one thing. Do not follow any rule today in this debate. You are limitless when you come to speak.
If animals are so harsh to this world that they never think while killing humans, somewhere you can see the trafficking of humans, but what about the behavior of animals? Somewhere the animals have affected the large part of humans' meal. You talked about starvation. The main reason is animals. They are eating up the large part of humans' food.
For your kind information, brother, animals are not the one who eat our food. You are the one who destroys their homes. You are the one who destroys their everything because you just believes in destruction. You are the one who talks about in your schools about ethics and morals. But once when it comes to showing them in reality, then you forget that there is also a species living around you.
You mean that those animals have life, but somewhere having life doesn't mean that you are globally protected. We humans have life, but what about talking about human killing case, human trafficking case? Somewhere you are thinking that if animals have life, they should be protected. Having life doesn't mean that you are protected. It means that you have to live your life on your own.
Are you all ready for the debate session? Yes, let me explain you one thing. Do not follow any rule today in this debate. You are limitless when you come to speak. So your statement of debate is going to be on worldwide level. Rules and laws to protect animals should be there or not for all the countries. Should it be there or shouldn't be?
Imagine a moment of this world. Once when the food chain is being harmed. Imagine once when every human being in this world is suffering from some problems. They're suffering from starvation. They're suffering from lot of problems. There are some reasons behind them. There are some reasons once when human beings do not care about other species living in this own world where they are living. Those species are even living around you. But what general human being thinks? If that species is rare, then illegal transportation of those animals take place. Illegal trafficking of those animals take place. Illegal usage of those animals take place. And what humans do for them? Nothing. But what they do for us is making our ecosystem more better globally. But if we are going to harm the animals, then definitely we are going to be even one of the victims who are going to be harmed later in further future. And that is why I do believe to protect animals in this whole world, there should be worldwide laws.
Let's be fair and stop pretending. No animal, no microorganism or organism has ever fallen in laws, have ever followed the prohibitions or rules of this world. If animals are so harsh to this world that they never think while killing humans, somewhere you can see the trafficking of humans. But what about the behavior of animals? Somewhere the animals have affected the large part of humans' meal. You talked about starvation. The main reason is animals. They are eating up the large part of humans' food.
For your kind information, brother, animals are not the one who eat our food. You are the one who destroys their homes. You are the one who destroys their everything because you just believes in destruction. You are the one who talks about in your schools about ethics and morals. But once when it comes to showing them in reality, then you forget that there is also a species living around you. There's where you forget them. It's not something where animals are not the one who are paid to like you, who are paid to like the human beings. They are not the one like them. Animals are eating what they are given. They eat their own species. Other people, they hunt animals, not you humans. If you hunt their homes, then they come out of their forest and then harm you humans. If you will never do it, then humans will be not even affected.
You mean that those animals have life, but somewhere having life doesn't mean that you are globally protected. We humans have life, but what about talking about human killing case, human trafficking case? Somewhere you are thinking that if animals have life, they should be protected. Having life doesn't mean that you are protected. It means that you have to live your life on your own. Being in this earth, being on this planet, it doesn't mean that your survival will be supported by other organisms. It means that you have to survive on your own. You have to live here and show your presence on your own.
Lovely point. I would like to appreciate your wrong information. And I would like to tell you, your points were a dime a dozen. Means they're so common, man. If I tell you, brother, then human beings, they are also the part of animal. Yes, they are animals. Right. They are organisms. Yes. For a kind of information, brother, if human will be not protected by us, or definitely if we will not implement the laws, the endangered species of this world will get destroyed. And if they will get destroyed, then the ecosystem, food chain will get harmed. And it is not just going to affect the animals, but even you and your parents, all the friends, just not friends, but even the whole world. And that is why Protecting animals are more better option. And just implementing laws does not mean that it will take a lot of time. It will not take a lot of time. It depends on you. If you want, then it can be done.
That was so impressive until I heard it properly. Somewhere the animals are harming the better part of our humans. Somewhere humans have meant to be rule on this world. Humans are meant to rule on this world. Somewhere we create medicines, food for ourselves. What animals are doing? Animals are not giving their proportion here. Somewhere we are here to destroy them. What our work is our survival. So in order to support our survival, in order to support our life, everywhere we have to harm others. When we need our survival, when we need our advantage, we have to do others' disadvantage, bro.
Okay, brother. If you are talking about your advantage, then let's talk or let's imagine a time once when animals rules over us. Okay, imagine that animals are ruling over you. If they will kill you, then you will think that animals are so cruel. Same happens with animals. Once when you are being cruel to them, then they even believe the same. They are even having the families. You talked about medicines and our own beneficial things. For kind information, brother, in science labs and a lot of places where scientific terms have taken places, biologically the organisms are developed for the medical terms, and because of these biological things are developed, we don't need to hunt animals anymore. And because if you're not going to hunt animals, they are even going to favor you, because if you're not going to destroy their places,
The proper change is visible when we test it on a real organism. Like right now we are testing it on a monkey, rabbit and such organisms which show the real life change, of a medicine, how medicines are tested. If there will be no animals uses in these things, you're talking about animals are not being hunted. Somewhere in creating these biological organisms, we need animals' DNA, and for that even animals are being killed. If you think that for that animals are not killed, then your information is fully wrong.
For your kind information, brother, I guess before coming to this debate, I guess you forgot something to mention. That is very important, brother, for your kind information. If I tell you, then if you talked about that animal DNA is required for more biological researches and all, brother, by AI tools and lot of things, we have developed own DNAs for the animals and all.
I asked for reason. I didn't ask for repetition. Can you place anything different?
It is a debate, and their debate was.
So why are you repeating points
Once
then?
when debate takes places, you are supposed to listen the opponent of yours, and I guess you should be even listening with discipline. So once when I'm speaking, now let me tell you what I'm speaking, okay? The main thing is that animals, those biological terms, whatever you were just saying, the DNA, for animal DNA, we need to hunt animals for their DNA, yes?
Yeah.
I told you that AI tools made those DNA for...
Can you give example?
We can take example of the DNA of the rats. It is actually developed in the labs, and if they are developed...
Complete proper information. That is first a rat is killed, its DNA is took, and then that's developed into a real rabbit. First
I must say this was completely enthusiastic. The way of placing their points, it was quite finest. But would just suggest you one thing more that will work as cherry on the cake on your debate and in your debating skills. The point when you come up speaking and you find one is actually putting you in the web of not getting your point. So this is one of the strategies. What was he using? Right? So in case of this, you're not supposed to be so much high. Okay. At the end of the debate, go ahead. But initially, try to listen the way you show your patient. But the patience what you showed now should not be so stretchy. I found that Himanshu was speaking more than you. And I know that one cannot prove their convincing skill without speaking anything. You are supposed to enter in. You're supposed to grab opportunity. Right? So I want you to rule from next time, as you have got another chance to. Okay? Giving chance to everyone should be in your mind. But you are not here to be a noble person. You are in debate. Debate means convincing by hook or by crook. Okay? So clap for both the speakers.